like of course the classic No Fun Allowed series in the Smash 4 days.
Those are so much fun.
Yeah.
Those are some of my first regionals out of city. So, you know, honestly, a lot of memories to be back in this area, of course, doing top 8, which is kind of bittersweet. We're going to get right to it, though, already. These players have been ready to get at each other's throats for the last few hours.
Oh, yeah. These people have been fiending to get this top spot at Bryan. They made it to top 8, but you know these people aren't going for just top 8. They want the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of these people, obviously, you know, two players who are no strangers to the community here, in Texas, MuteAce Atomic. This is actually grand finals of last week's regional Route 512. So the fact that we get them so early in winter semis just shows that everyone here is a killer, man. And MuteAce starting off pretty strong. Yeah, those turnip catches into the fairs, that's something that MuteAce is always consistently looking for. Never afraid to edge guard the R.O.B and has to stitch. What a good start.
Yeah, it kept going and going. It felt like Atomic was not able to breathe, and especially now not with that stitch, but it looks like Atomic's now finally getting a chance to fight back. It keeps him on the ledge, just working to get this kill right now, but MuteAce is able to make it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it back. Great spot dodge. Just the opener that he needed to kind of get another combo to find some advantage right here. Looking pretty good. 72% already on Atomic. This is a little scary. We saw Atomic. Ooh, yeah. R.O.B Bear's big. It's so good because it just like shifts you right behind. It can cross up and it kills. I'm like, okay, man.
Yeah, it's looking like Atomic is bouncing back even more, trying to get more damage on MuteAce and getting a good 45%. You know, he wants more, getting that gyro to hopefully get one of those trademark R.O.B combos. But with the stitch, not a stitch, a just regular turnip, you can probably do that as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, MuteAce is obviously one of the few, in the world who can get those peach combos pretty consistently. When you do find them, they spell your immediate doom. But right now, Atomic just trying to get back to the stage into the situation that he finds himself in. That was a really good, last minute, directional air dodge. Like a little bit of a faux waveland, just so you can get out of that pressure situation, because MuteAce, he just puts you in those situations and you press one wrong button and you're dead. That gyro, a little scary to deal with sometimes though.
Amazing defense from Atomic and amazing offense as well, as he ends up getting the lead for the first time this set. And he's looking to continue with these down tilts and sharking for any panic options from MuteAce, but MuteAce is not going to give him anything.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely not going to give him anything at all, but I mean, this is kind of what we're expecting. It's going to go back and forth. I mean, this is most recently 1 and number 4, I think, on the number 4 or 5 on the Texas PR. So, these guys are neck and neck for sure, and, they have some pretty high highs as well. So this is exactly where Atomic wants to be, though. Has himself in a really good spot. This is super scary, though, because Max Rage R.O.B can definitely find an early kill, especially in the corner right here. 101. Oh, but the Peach Bomber just at the very end. It was so close to get it.
Yeah.
Atomic almost had a free punish to close out game 1.
But that could have been game, but MuteAce's spacing is unlike anybody else as he gets his stock, and now it's one turnip combo away, really.
Exactly. You're not out of the woods just yet until you get it. Oh,
and why not?
Yeah, I might as well let it rip. So really good stuff. Good opening right there from Atomic. Yeah. I mean, that's it was just back and forth the whole time, which is kind of what you expect, especially from these two players. So, but MuteAce, definitely not. This is not the first difficult set that MuteAce has kind of ran into today. Obviously, earlier in top 16, Mute Yalmanac, that was an
amazing set.
Ridiculous top 8 qualifier winners. Going game 5, going the distance, and man, this one definitely has potential to go the distance, but in more of a less surprising way, just because we know how good Atomic is. Yalmanac, obviously, one of the best players in Houston, but one of the players who also, it took a minute. It didn't even take a minute. It took 10 seconds for that combo to hit. As I was, talking about, MuteAce was like, but I'm the Peach on the screen. Talk about me instead, man.
Exactly. This Peach is on fire, as you're already at 74% and almost an entire another stock taken, and the other 10 seconds in another stock.
Oh,
MuteAce is mad.
God. Yeah, no, he was, honestly, that's the classic, top player, too. It's whenever you, take a game off of a quote-unquote top player, and then game 2 or the following game, they just break up.
All right, you're not anything.
Dude, this game might take less than a minute, bro.
Yeah.
It took less than a minute.
50 Not even 50. 49
We got a
seconds.
7-minute timer, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Whole game with 50.
Yo,
Yes. Clip it.
yeah.
You'll see it.
Yo, you smash got us, bro. You
Yeah.
smash got us. That's crazy. I mean, that's the response that you needed from MuteAce, and it just feels like Atomic worked really hard for that game 1 win.
Yeah.
And it turns out game 2, it's like it doesn't even matter.
It didn't. It
'Cause it's
didn't
just
look like
1-1.
anything.
We're just back to even. So you know that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But we're gonna keep going right now. Game number 3, and just like that, you blink and you miss it, right?
Yeah,
you blink and you
exactly.
miss it.
And Atomic, pretending that didn't happen, you're gonna start anew with this sort of fresh set now. Like it's even. Nobody has a real advantage, so you just really have to start new. And MuteAce is looking to start a really good combo here, really good string. Misses that turnip, and gonna get up throw for that. Oh my gosh, already back to pretty even.
Yeah, definitely put him in a really good percent right here. I mean, down smash though, you know, it's not like the melee one, but it does a lot of damage, so it's really nice for sure. But Atomic right now trying to find something right here. Got the laser fully charged, right, with the red
big
light
damage.
blinking right there. But the back air gonna do it. MuteAce taking the first stock of this game 3. I mean, this is a situation where like Atomic really needs to turn the tides into his favor, because like sometimes you just get destroyed game 2. Like you get destroyed sometimes, and that's just the way it is. But Atomic needs to swing the momentum back this way. MuteAce not willing to let him.
Yeah, MuteAce is continuing to push further and further with this combo. These up airs just trapping Atomic and going back into the corner. Tries to get that grab, but a very well placed air dodge from Atomic to get out of that combo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's also really hard to get out of, because 1, you're really big, so 2, you have to be holding out really far out, and then you have to buffer the air dodge just in time to where, like, you know, you can do it, because MuteAce is going to look for the back air every time we see those down throws from Peach. So always got to DI those out. If you DI them in, it's a free punish, and then that kind of just leads to a lot of different things. So Atomic wisely doing that, you know. Just the awareness in the matchup that he has. This is scary right here. I was about to say, if you know, MuteAce doing a really good job of like immediately going to the air at ledge, because honestly, like a normal get up or a get up attack, and then Atomic would just let those side Bs rip. Like the grounded ones would still kill, so like you got to be really careful.
You know, watching Atomic, he is not afraid to let those side Bs rip at all. And he's going to try to get this stock. I mean, it's still looking pretty bad. Okay, I thought he might have been living there, but nope. An entire stock behind now. Still even game, so it's not the end of Atomic's winner's run, especially with he can continue shark MuteAce. MuteAce is having a trouble landing really, but MuteAce finally able to make it down and sort of start sharking himself.
Yeah, literally just flipped it right back.
Yeah.
You know, flip the script right there. So that's kind of what you expect from these players. I mean, you know, you give them an inch and they'll give you a mile. So they're really good at just extending those, you know, advantage situations. So far so good for MuteAce, looking primed to take the lead right here. Atomic, dude, that it's hard because R.O.B sometimes is fast, but sometimes can't really get to situations where like if you have to tech on a platform, you know, if your character's fast enough, you can, you know, maybe get a punish with like an anti-air or like, you know, punish the whatever option to pick on the platform. But so far, Atomic trying to find a back air right there. MuteAce, wise air dodge. I mean, this is
that was a fantastic air dodge. You're seeing so much effort coming out from MuteAce, just so much knowledge of this matchup.
Yeah, great stuff right there. I mean, that's really smart because, you know, whenever MuteAce is trying to get those float cancels, trying to set up something right there, Atomic, it's like basically just wake up DP, right? Which is really nice whenever someone wants to jump around you a lot. So, I mean, this is a R.O.B combo away, you know. Gyro into side B will probably be it at the ledge, so you got to be careful. MuteAce definitely needs to keep Atomic here at the ledge.
Yeah, and that Nair will do it. MuteAce goes up 2-1. It's looking pretty good for MuteAce now. I mean, it's been pretty dominant on his part since game 1.
Yeah, since the end of game 1.
Yeah.
So that was that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, you know, it felt like game 1, you know, you play a couple sets and then you gotta wait a while, so sometimes your hands get a little bit cold. And MuteAce is someone who's talked about the execution requirements that this character demands, and sometimes when it's not panning out, you see the clubs and maybe you see things not panning out the way he wants them to, but whenever the execution's on point, MuteAce is probably one of the top 10 most formidable opponents in the world. So here it comes though. Oh, great stuff. Why is he grabbing the ledge right there? That would have been potentially another combo, to start off.
It feels like every game starts out with those MuteAce combos.
Yeah,
like,
you just spawn in with 65% damage already, or a stock left.
Yeah, like, the game just started. Why am I already at 2 stock?
Yeah.
Let me check the rule set.
Why do I hear boss music? Like, for real. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it is sometimes. But MuteAce trying to find something. I mean, those downer spikes. If Atomic can time this correctly and position himself in the right way, he can definitely find some early stocks. But as someone who has a lot of experience in a R.O.B matchup, MuteAce, that's just something that, like, you understand the timing, you understand the positioning of your up B. He makes it really hard. You have to earn every kill for sure.
And the umbrella definitely helps. A pretty big hitbox on the top.
Yeah.
That allows MuteAce to sort of challenge Atomic there.
Yeah, no, it's a great get off me tool.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good get off me tool. So, but so far, finally taking the first stock. Not as quickly as game number 2, but right now, Atomic definitely needs to make something work. It's starting to slip away a little bit after we saw. Never mind, we're back again.
Yeah, we are
we're
so bad.
We're so bad.
Yeah.
I'm filling out my Atomic apology form right now, dude.
Atomic, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
Please forgive us.
But because I was just mentioning, after game 1, he worked so hard for that win. It's just like he just lost 2 and like immediately down 2-1. It's like, man.
Exactly.
So, the fact he needed to find that kill at that percent. So, and that's the arm rotor that we were talking about. Once you get to like 80%, maybe even less, especially with the rage, arm rotor at the ledge will start killing. So you gotta be careful for your MuteAce. So sometimes Atomic would just go out and let it rip. So, and at that point you can't really do anything. That's kind of
you just gotta accept your fate, really. And these uppers trying to continue this trend of getting this damage, and this could very much be a stock.
Oh, the setup, that was so smart.
Yeah, but this is still going for Atomic. I'd say as MuteAce finally is able to answer back, reclaim neutral, and just continue to work for this stock.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the big things also is we see MuteAce pressure Atomic, the pressure with pressuring the shield, but only from the sides now. That way, you're not getting caught by up smash out of the shield or anything like that. Great. Finds the insert R.O.B Bear quote, right?
Yeah.
Classic R.O.B Bear. That's a pretty big hitbox, so. But honestly, MuteAce can definitely even this up very, very quickly if Atomic is not careful. So you wanna make sure you get as much extra credit here before you start off your last stock. So this is winner's life on the line too for Atomic if he can't close this out. So has a decent lead, but how long can he hold it? Not much longer.
Not very long. About like half a second.
Yeah. I cursed him. I'm sorry, man. So.
Yeah, but it's all right. Really, both these characters have their item that will let them win the game right now.
Yeah, they have the not the spin. Well, R.O.B has the spin to win. Oh no!
Oh, but you're still living. No, you ate so much damage there. 110%. It felt like you were at 0 like 2 seconds ago. But now you have to think about death, and you might even have to start thinking about your loser's side right now.
Yeah, but so far though, has him at 127. Ooh. Yeah, that was so good. You were mentioning that, and that was definitely
Atomic was like, I'm not gonna have that.
Yeah.
I'm still in this.
It was looking a little gloom for a second,
yeah.
And Atomic just found that arm rotor, put MuteAce in the corner, used all the resources that MuteAce had, and was forced to throw out the arm rotor. Gonna go back to PS2, but Game 5 Horizon, as Joey would like to say, hot settle, right? Although this is a matchup in top 8 that everyone kind of has expected.
Yeah.
Especially according to the seeding. So shout out to our TOs, right?
Shout out to our TOs.
Seeding us the way.
Amazing TOs, no bias whatsoever.
Amazing TOs, no bias. We only got one of them on the mic. That's all, So. What? Nah, but so far Game 5 is looking pretty good. Just the fact that After Atomic looked like he was down by so much, claws back and finds another one, right?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
You gotta earn those, and you fight for those, and sometimes that's just kind of that's how you get it. We take those, you know.
Yeah, Atomic is definitely a fighter, especially trying to fight with this lead he has right now, sending MuteAce off stage, trying to get that spike. No dice on that, however, but it doesn't matter as Atomic continues this pressure and forces the up B, but MuteAce is finally going to make it back and starting that pressure on that shield. Okay, this is looking pretty bad for MuteAce's stock right here. But, gosh.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, that's just the constant barrage of items. Oh, but he slips.
Unable to make that fair land.
Yeah, he slips just right past him, and that could have been the first stock of Game 5. Atomic was looking so good, and now back to a situation where you're in the corner. You got to be really careful. Gyro definitely saving the day, giving you some extra, some extra collateral, especially on the stage, trying to get back and get some control right here. But back air could definitely do it. Even again, arm rotor could do it. Up smash, up air as well.
There are so many options for both these players.
Yeah, I was gonna say they both could die to anything right now.
Yeah, they are playing so respectful of each other's kill moves right now. And that F throw is gonna send off stage. I feel like for Peach, you have to be on the side to die to really anything. So that F throw was super important, but Atomic able to fight back, get that Nair, sending off the top.
Yeah, at that percent, I mean, Nair you'll just explode, and MuteAce clawing right back, answering right back, not letting a lead get a little bit out of hand, right? It's back to even Stevens, and this is exactly what MuteAce wants to get, especially it's 2-2, and you don't want to go down to losers. There's definitely some killers down there too. So, but so far, I mean, this is exactly the kind of pressure that he's looking for. Here goes the down tilt opener, only gets 47% though. Still kind of just trading away, chipping away at the second stock right now. Atomic just trying to land. I mean, this is a lot of pressure right here.
Chasing that roll to get the grab and continue that pressure. Oh my god. Atomic going a bit low, but you're robbed, so your recovery is still very strong.
Yeah, still makes it back, but MuteAce was on the hunt for sure. So, and that, sometimes MuteAce can be a shark in the water, especially when, you can tell that, one, you're a little nervous, and two, you're at kill percent, and he just charges at you, and you can't really do much about it. But Atomic still living 128, not the worst situation to be in, especially because obviously R.O.B, has access to some pretty early